Yes!
That Stump really said, if I'm going down, your back window is coming with me.
Jeg så det i bagspejlet.
Åh, du er så færdig.
Brilliant idea using those mason props as a tripod. It's simple, effective, and works like absolute magic on tough stumps.
Hold up. Hold up.
Man, that Hitachi 350 is an absolute beast. That giant stump stood zero chance against that crazy CBI shear power. It might not be the fastest out there, but that crushing power is no joke. One wrong move near those teeth and you are history. Yeah, guards can be a real pain for production, but sometimes they do save a bad day. Gravity is crying right now. What a beastly machine. Yeah, that's a 54 horsepower Kubota gas engine running here. Dealing with a 30-inch pine stump like this is no joke, honestly. You can hear the motor straining a little bit, but it's still holding up quite well, not stalling at all. Cutting that thing looks like trying to disarm a heavy trap.
Hey! Over there, we got that fissure. At least we have a...
Pure power, but honestly, don't try this.
Fucking loser.
I wonder what the driver was thinking right at that moment. Ever wonder how these heavy wheel rakes handle thick, dense forage without snapping? Keep your eyes on those wheel tines right here. They use heavy 9/32" spring steel, which helps the machinery absorb the constant pressure from the field. Let's see it tackle the next big pile. This Yanmar VO20 is just a 2-ton rental, and the owner is totally a DIYer learning on the fly. That's why it takes a bit, but honestly, it beats digging by hand any day. I'd be nervous standing right behind that chain, just in case it snaps.
So we don't wreck the apple trees now. There you go. Oh my God.
His wife is definitely going to remind him about this for the next 50 years. Wow, 540 years old, and the inside was almost completely hollowed out from rotting. The sound of that Husqvarna 312 OXP is pure music. It sounds just like an old dirt bike. Small forklift, giant logs. What could go wrong? Those are actually poplar stumps they're clearing in rows. This Fecon beast makes quick work of a pretty tough job. Remind me never to get on the wrong side of this machine. It just deleted that tree's whole family tree in seconds. It's interesting how they utilize an SMD-18 engine to power this independent factory setup, but I'm looking at how the wood is spinning inside. There are no guide ribs in the channel to stop the log from twisting, so it just spins randomly right against the operator's hands. No grinding, just pure crushing force. Kemp Schalkwijk is using this heavy Groenevelt jaw to smash through the thickest wood. The sheer force of that split was terrifying. You can't outrun that if it catches you. Removing stumps like pulling bad teeth, but with a massive tractor. Both of these guys deserve a nomination for the Darwin Awards today.
Yeah, saw that coming.
They say it's a 2.5-inch wood chip grill setup, but look closely at the output stream flying out. Those flying pieces look way longer than that, almost like the screen is slightly torn or unbolted on the upper corner there. Unimogs really are built different. My car gets stuck in wet grass, and this beast is moving a whole forest. Look at those yellow straps stretch. One snap and somebody's losing a window. U.S. Pride Products built the HF500 to handle massive stumps that usually slow down mulch yards. This excavator attachment just splits them down into manageable sizes. This Malagudi tornado setup is actually designed for those hard-to-reach hillsides where standard gear struggles. That's why it holds up so well and cuts right through the wood without wearing down instantly. Making fence posts usually takes a few separate steps. But this machine is the Poche Shell Profi with their new circular saw attachment. It basically combines barking, sharpening, and cutting the logs into one single workflow. It saves a lot of back and forth handling if you're prepping a lot of timber.
There it goes! Jesus!
Holy fuck. That thing's fucking scared. I like moved it, but it brushed the wire barely. Oh, there you are.
Hey, Ralphie!
That's a happy man.
Oh, fuck. Look at it, still didn't fucking go where we got
That second root ball dropped like a bomb. Imagine having to unload all of this by hand. No thanks. Imagine having to unload all of this by hand. No thanks. A great tool for making those stubborn roots regret everything. Neighbor of mine tried this once and ended up with 3 saws trapped in the exact same tree trunk. This specific unit is the Kubota SSG 2524 grinder. The operator is running it on a Kubota SVL 75-3. Which handles this attachment pretty smoothly. actually making it through. But those axles are definitely going to need a vacation after this. Chainsaws are extremely dangerous in the hands of untrained weekend warriors. If you think hiring a professional is expensive, just wait until you hire an amateur.
Oh my God.
A newly rebuilt steel 090 AV chainsaw gets its first big test. We're witnessing pure, low-revving torque as it powers a 4-foot bar through a massive oak root ball, separating it from the trunk. For anyone wondering, this is a standard Swedish forestry technique for replanting. The operation, called trenching, cuts through the top organic layer. This allows new seedlings to be planted directly into the mineral soil, ensuring they get the critical moisture needed for survival and fast establishment. It might look like a movie, but the reality is just a tough grind. Now, are there any log haulers watching? Only you guys know the real struggle behind these dramatic scenes. Respect for keeping it moving.
¿Interesa la dirección un poquito?
That suspension just filed a complaint. Too much load on board. You just hold your breath watching. A loaded Freightliner truck is on a narrow ledge, relying on a single tow cable. The margin for error here looks like zero. One slip seems catastrophic. The engineering here is fascinating, especially that rotor system with up to 20 blades. The Biber 84 chipper is designed to handle the shock of 2-foot thick logs without stalling that 510 horsepower engine. In Sweden, they tested it specifically on logging residue, and it still hit that massive 36 ton per hour mark. It's easy to get why Swedish loggers love running this thing. watching this older gentleman work is mesmerizing. He's wielding a chainsaw that probably weighs as much as a small child, cutting huge rounds of wood. The sound, the blue smoke, and the sawdust flying create a nostalgic scene. Funny how a rail, a chainsaw, and a bit of creativity suddenly turn someone into a backyard sawyer. The setup works around the idea of controlling blade travel. For light to medium logs, the system seems efficient and cost-effective compared with larger portable mills. What do you think? A fascinating tool for modern forestry. You see a dense thicket one moment, and then just wood chips the next. It's like a real-life MS Paint eraser.
Here we go. Yep, she's away.
You were so lucky.
A tree can catch you off guard quicker than you think.
Around the tree. You can use an undercut if you want the...
That ending completely caught me off guard. It starts as a serious tutorial and ends with a crushed truck. Nice work. It's 3 decades old but seems to outclimb modern equipment. LKT skidders are legendary in European forestry for their agility. Just watch the video. You'll get the picture fast. Absolute beasts battling the elements. The engines roar, tires spin, and the smell of diesel fills the air. It's a long, hard day of winching and fighting the snow. Just goes to show, the right gear changes the whole game. That John Deere setup makes it look so effortless. The wood just keeps moving. Investing in high-tech machinery really pays off when you see rugged forestry work turning into such a smooth production line. That stubborn Stump really fought back. Heavy machinery couldn't do a thing to clear the driveway, so yeah, multiple blasts were the only way out. See how it shakes the dirt loose? That leaves the topsoil exactly where it belongs.
is not. Oh, damn. Hello? Ew, that's so gross. Look at that smoke.
Let's be real, this is a lesson for all of us. Heavy leaners are unpredictable, and without experience, rushing that back cut is a recipe for disaster.
Está bien, no.
Whoa! On fire, Gabriel!
Making two quick trips instead of forcing the machine like this seems like a much smoother way to go.
Vamos a el anuncio!
I've seen big trees, but this stump is something else. Just thinking about digging it up makes me tired. Great job to the team.
Все, кранты. Дай ход, давай, дай ход.
Windy, slippery roads, and suddenly this. Total nightmare scenario for any driver.
Дверь не заклинила. Дверь не открывается.
No joke, over 50% of logging accidents happen with wind-blown trees. Watching him make that top cut makes my palms sweat. Man, those Valtra tractors have some serious muscle. Love the sound of that engine.
Nunca siempre estás comiendo. Чака!
The concept is smart, but it looks so dangerous.
Pati užges. Nu tai bėgiai užges.
I've seen people use tractors, but this manual hoist setup is fascinating. Does tying it higher give more leverage? Anyone knows.
Рекомендации такие.
Ну, от народа. От
Так.
народа.
Каменел от соли. Ну и вам, в общем, все это вам надоело, и вы решили только...
So she put chemicals on the stump and waited 2 years, only to finish it with a massive, expensive machine? Risky job for sure. Shout out to the guy handling that tree. great combination of a legendary tractor and a master driver. Fun to watch. It's basically a massive Forstner bit spinning at high torque. But would this giant beast actually work on a smaller dingo machine? Converting timber plantations usually takes forever with traditional grinding. Savannah Global Solutions developed this Stump Ease system with Kafka land clearing, and it covers up to 40 acres a day. That single rear disc keeps the whole setup straight while tearing through the roots. No missed spots, no heavy lifting. Just clean, fast work that saves hours of manual labor on medium-sized properties. Pretty solid machine, honestly. From big logs to small bamboo twigs, the Peterson drum just grinds everything down. It's a clean way to handle forestry residue instead of burning it. Man, that was a close call. Just pure steel and horsepower working together. They really don't build trucks like this anymore, do they? Ever wonder why some operations choose shear heads over saw heads? Watching this feller buncher in action in sandy ground gives you a few good clues about fuel economy and durability. Check out the 2014 Lindner 95 DK shredder on site. It's an aggressive twin shaft system for tough recycling jobs, But does the motor sound a bit bogged down to you guys? This job is pure madness. I wonder if the payload is worth all this risk.
Пилоцепик.
Shout out to owners keeping these old saws alive. It takes real passion to maintain this kind of massive historical machinery nowadays. I wonder how much power it takes to rip solid wood apart that fast. Incredible. Here is a homemade solution for clearing small hardwood stumps up to 16 inches. Instead of dealing with worn-out rental equipment, the builder used a simple frame and a GX390 motor.
Удаление пней по методу Циолковского. И все смешал 100 грамм селитры, 30 грамм сахара. Горит.
We're looking at an attempt to destroy a tree stump using chemicals, a technique inspired by rocket science. However, experienced viewers are pointing out the setup is a bit off, suggesting it needs a deeper cut right at ground level. What do you think?
Метод неэкономичный.
I swear, Nature just flexed its muscle big time. Seeing her handle that roaring chainsaw around a burning tree with such calm focus is absolutely legendary. Love how the Valtra A124 pairs with the Palms trailer here. The key is the direct PTO-driven pump for the crane, keeping everything hydraulic independent from the tractor's main system. It looks simple, but it's a highly efficient professional setup.
Big mechanical advantage. All those stumps are coming out, and the reason why, if you guys, so you're gonna do 3,000 pounds of force. Now that's only if I only have
30-to-1 leverage is no joke. The ground is literally shaking while that massive stump is slowly coming up.
Man, they come all the way down there to bog down at all. So they do all the working for me. I'm always a fan of that.
An absolute battle of raw human strength against stubborn deep roots, you guys. Two generations of experience went into building this custom cutter from scratch. Fun fact for everyone watching, the materials alone for the attachment cost around 6,000 euros. The front wheels are lifting slightly off the ground, right?
Good dirt in there too. This lawn should grow nicely.
Forget the chainsaw. This is how you get it done in one shot. No cutting, no digging, just straight out of the ground.
Rock is here. Said, just told him it could stay. He's just said, nope. Man. Ooh, that's a big one. He's done all this in like 20 minutes. Amazing.
I'm just sitting here wondering how they even got back down to solid ground after a shock like that. It's a split-second nightmare when you look over your shoulder and realize the tree isn't following the plan. It's following you. That was a bold move, maybe a bit too bold. Definitely gave us all a good scare. The sheer weight of 15 feet of cedar seems to have simply overwhelmed the root ball the moment the face cut shifted the balance. It's hard to grasp the scale until seeing those logs, which could easily weigh as much as an entire fleet of regular semi-trucks. Imagine being there. My legs would have turned to jelly. Someone definitely forgot to let it run and went for the full lockup instead. Watch the front tires right there. He's maximizing every bit of the road surface. In a spot this tight, the margin for error is basically zero. He knows his wheelbase down to the last millimeter. The LM29 is famous for its grow-as-you-go design. You can start with the affordable manual setup and add the trailer system as your business expands. It's built to handle 29-inch logs and 22-inch wide cuts with ease. Definitely a smart investment for anyone looking to manage their own woodlot efficiently without spending six figures. Take a stubborn 36-inch oak stump, combine it with 85 horsepower of Rayco RG80 muscle and a revolution wheel, then let it work for 10 minutes. The result? That turned into a pile of mulch before you can finish your break, even with dull teeth.
Oh my God.
One-handed sawing on a ladder next to power lines? That's a bold way to test your luck. You probably guessed it. A lot of people say just use a winch, but what if you can't get a tractor into that specific spot? This manual method is a lifesaver for keeping the site clean and the surrounding trees untouched. It's about being precise, not just fast. Small but mighty. Hauling 2.6 cubic meters of wood is no joke for a compact machine. The Capson 18RC handles the heavy lifting while he stays uphill.
Hello, Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy? 20 bucks? No, too much money.
Doing this at night adds a whole new level of creepy to the job.
Told you it was gonna go that way.
Go ahead and turn your volume all the way up for a second. You're listening to a 1958 Kenworth, powered by that classic 220 Cummins engine. It's a rare chance to hear what logging trucks sounded like back in the golden age of American trucking. Adding a saw to an 8-ton rig like this is a total game changer for rural property management.
New punch.
12 trees down with just one calculated push. Impressive, but sketchy. Look at how that HSM 405 grips the soil. It's the first one in the Czech Republic, and seeing it handle a slope this steep is just unreal. You can almost feel the tension in the winch cables holding everything together. Let's see if the operator keeps it steady. Always a pleasure sharing these cool machine moments with you. If you enjoyed the compilation, stick around for more. Have a good one, guys.